Welcome to the online professional development workshop, Information Literacy in a Web 2.0 World. My name is Ruth Story Huffman, and I will be your hostess today. If you ever have questions or comments, please use either the email addresses that you see on this slide. Now, on with the workshop. Did you know 4.0 is an excellent YouTube presentation that was developed to illustrate the amount of information and the impact that it has on our lives? You will see the URL listed, and I invite you to view this video before continuing with the workshop. So what is information literacy? In 1989, the American Library Association developed a definition used by libraries and librarians worldwide. This definition has impact, not only for its meaning, but for the implications of information literacy that we will explore further in this workshop. The American Association of School Librarians also developed a definition of information literacy that plays a role in the School Library Media Center. This definition is important because it explores the concept of multiple literacies, such as digital, visual, and technological. The concepts you see here are just a few examples of what information literacy teaches. We are all faced with questions each and every day, and information literacy helps us to identify those questions, locate and use information, and evaluate ideas, as well as we can develop strategies and find and synthesize the information. The Big Six is a widely recognized information literacy model used in elementary, middle, high school, and universities. When I teach my Fundamentals of Information Literacy class, I use the Big Six model as theory and practical application for meeting student learning outcomes. The URL for the Big Six, www.big6.com, is where you will find numerous resources for adapting and using the Big Six in your classroom. One of the greatest benefits of the Big Six is its non-linear aspect. You may find times when a student is in the use of information phase and they realize they need to revise their topic. Bingo, back to task definition we go. You could say the Super 3 is the junior version, or the little brother or sister of the Big Six. Designed for use with elementary students, I've seen this used with preschool children on a very simple project, such as deciding on a costume for a school play. Plan, do, review. 3 simple steps that can begin our students on the road to a greater understanding of the world of information. Now we move to the second part of our workshop title, Web 2.0. Here you will see just 2 of the many definitions out there that attempt to define Web 2.0. I personally believe that Web 2.0 is changing so rapidly, and in order to keep up with it, our definitions will need to change just as Web 2.0 changes. This definition is one that I believe closely relates to the idea of Web 2.0. When the Internet first came on the screen, it was just you and the computer, reading pages and clicking through what was then known as the information superhighway. Web 2.0 changed how we use the Internet and how we interact with the web page, applications, and the collaborative nature of our social world. There are many pros and cons to using Web 2.0 and technologies in general in the classroom. Some of the factors could be considered both a pro and a con, depending on your situation or even the day. This is a very big thing that goes on every day, and we all know this. As you look through these next 4 slides, think how the factors presented relate to your specific situation. On this slide, you will find an important factor for the pro side of the Web 2.0, inquiry-based learning. Kudos to 2.0 for using its ability to support this and the idea of critical thinking in our students. Very, very important concepts. Time, skill, equipment, all factors that we are faced with each and every day. Unfortunately, these things can become a con when we try to implement Web 2.0 or any technologies in our classroom. So how many of these pros and cons did you find? Do you see things that relate to your classroom or media center? Were you able to identify others? Understanding the pro and con issue of using Web 2.0 can help us make decisions on how to best provide direction and learning for our students. This slide gives you a comparison of Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. 1.0 was considered static, and as I said, it was just you and the computer, nothing really else. Web 2.0 is more dynamic in content and delivery. It's collaborative in nature, and it promotes discovery, crosses boundaries, and provides collective knowledge of our world that is accessible at our fingertips. This slide shows just a few of the Web 2.0 applications that can be used to teach information literacy. Zotero, which is a wonderful Firefox application, YouTube, TeacherTube, blogs, wikis, all these are items we probably have used and experienced, and they can be powerful tools in the classroom and media center. Here are even more apps and tools that are Web 2.0 based and great for the classroom. Everything that you see on this screen and the previous screen are free, which is even better. And there's my personal favorite, Glogster. Try it out sometime. I think you're going to love it. So now we come to bringing the two ideas of this workshop together. Big 6 information literacy skills and Web 2.0. This slide shows the correlation between the Big 6 skill and Web 2.0 applications. For example, if I have a student working on task definition, I might use Webspiration. This is an excellent online resource for mind mapping and visual thinking. It allows the student to identify a topic and then map out all the related topics, subtopics, and even subtopics. Very nicely done. And here we have the other Big 6 skills. Use of information. You might try Scriblink, an online whiteboard where you can take notes. When we synthesize our information, we're taking all the information that we have gained, whether it's from books, journal articles, web pages, a combination, and bringing it together. Well, why not use Page Flakes and set up a personal learning network where the students can bring all the web-based content into one area? One of the big ideas of using information is being able to do so in an organized manner. Page Flakes is a great tool. This slide shows 4 examples that I have created using Big 6 information literacy steps and Web 2.0 tools. Each slide takes a step and uses the tool to teach or illustrate the idea. For example, the live binder on plagiarism is one that I use with classes that visit my library. LiveBinder is a nice tool that takes multiple web pages that you select on any topic and then puts them in a format that is wonderful for presentation. Earlier I mentioned Glogger. If you go to this Glogger site that is listed here, be sure and look for the red circles that show up. Click it and see what happens. I also have some workshop-specific web pages that I have built. The Web 2.0 slide boomlet you see, this is a link for an extended version of the PowerPoint that you are listening to right now. We have the web page where you found today's presentation, and we even have a wiki. Please, if you get a chance, go to the wiki and add to it. We are always looking for Web 2.0 ideas to share with others. And this is just an example of a Web 2.0 application. This is Wordle. I took all the documents and text from today's presentation, put it into Wordle, and it will make it this beautiful dynamic graphic for you. Every word that you see that is larger just means that those words show up more often. So you can see that this Wordle represents a lot of information about the Web 2.0 and Big 6. And what kind of librarian would I be if I did not include my references? Ethical use of information is such a huge idea and concept that we need to teach our children. One way to do that is to demonstrate the practice yourself. One of my favorite things about going to conferences or doing webinars are the people I meet and the ideas I get from them and the resources. This page just lists a few of the information literacy resources that I have found and that I'd like to share with you. The Big 6 is listed here, the Partnership for 21st Century Skills, the Horizon Report, which comes out on a yearly basis and is very, very important. And here are some more web pages where you can go to get information, skills, ideas, all dealing with the concept of information literacy. Note the Noodle tools. If you get a chance, go there. It's a wonderful use of a free Web 2.0 concept on information literacy. And then these are some just miscellaneous resources that I've come across talking about characteristics of the 21st century educator. ITSE, Nets for Students, Nets for Teachers, Kathy Schrock, one of the most wonderful women using information literacy, technologies, all kinds of things that are going on in the schools. And of course we have to have our Web 2.0 resources. The first one is an article that I wrote for the Big 6 e-newsletter, for which I write a column a few times a year. This particular article started my whole career that I have on the side of talking to people and sharing ideas about using Web 2.0 to enhance information literacy. You will see other resources that we have used throughout this workshop, including Zotero, Delicious, Webspiration. You're also going to see ideas on Prezi. Prezi is such a fun way to present information. It's kind of a step above a PowerPoint. There's Voki, Jog the Web, and plus I have some other tools and web pages that you can go to and get ideas and thoughts about information literacy and Web 2.0. One of my favorites, of course, is Discovery Education. They are a world of information at Discovery. These last two pages are for you. You're going to also find PDF handouts of this on the workshop webpage. This is for you to take what we've done and apply it to your own situation. Think about a Big 6 skill or even a Super 3 skill and find a Web 2.0 tool that you learned about today or one that you know about and put the two together and determine uses on how you can best teach information literacy to your students. Remember, no matter what you do, you're going to be helping them. And part of the way you are helping them is by attending today's workshop and using the resources that you come across, whether through this PowerPoint or on the web page. I want to thank you for attending and listening today. I'm so excited to share with you, and I hope to hear back from you. Please always remember that if you need help or have questions, my email contact is available on the first slide of this presentation. I would love to hear from you and how you're using Web 2.0 in your classrooms. Your students are very lucky that you want to do this. So remember, thank you and have a great Web 2.0 day.